Hey, good morning, y'all. Well, it is a good morning over here. I got up about a half an hour ago, and I'm be honest with y'all, I ain't even want to get up. This is one of them days where the cold weather makes you want to sleep, you know what I mean? When you grinding, you gotta get up. You gotta train yourself. No matter what the situation is, no matter what the circumstances is, if it's cold outside, go put on another layer. Go inside, wrap up, come out, make no excuses. Put your legs to work. Your body is your temple. You gotta invest in your body. Your body's your main piece of equipment. Your body is your strongest tool. It's the most important tool you have aside from all your equipment. You must invest in yourself. At the end of the day, it's you versus you. Ain't nobody else involved in that. You gotta become better than you were yesterday. It's so windy out here and the snow is so powdery that there's just a surface of it blowing. Yeah, so your body is your greatest tool. So is your mind. I figured I'll at least try to do my best to take a half an hour walk in the AM so I could burn some sweat. Get the body started, get the mind started early in the morning with physical activity. Help me stay motivated throughout the day. Right now, everybody else probably sleeping. And if they are up, they probably getting ready for work. They ain't doing this. So cute, you saw how warm everybody was? Everybody was in the bus all tucked in and warm. I'm layered up, man. When you come out here, you gotta layer up. This is dangerous out here. Make sure you cover up most of your skin. If not, you probably get like frostbite. This is the difference between a determined person and an undetermined person. An undetermined person will wake up, see the snow outside, and find an excuse and a reason why they should go in. Oh, it's too much snow. Oh, it's too cold. Oh. But a determined person will go outside and say, oh, it's snowing? Let me go outside and get a scully and get a hat. Let me go outside and put on another sweater. Let me go outside and put on some gloves. Determined people don't make excuses. And determination isn't something you're born with. Sometimes you gotta teach yourself determination. You gotta be your own teacher. Unlearn one rule to learn another. It's game time. You see that sign? Which I thought I was fooling? Which I thought I was kidding? Hold on. I got keys, I got car keys. I've always been a driving young boy, you know what I mean? But I pick walking over everything. I bet you I'll beat you in a walking race. Anybody wanna walk battle me? You wanna walk battle me? You wanna come see me out here at 5 a.m. and have a walk? Let me know, because I do this. I'm motivated. I'm beyond motivated. I'm beyond motivated. I'm burning with fuel and fire that keep my soul flowing, my nigga. I'm beyond motivated. I'm ready to go, bruh. The only thing that's stopping me is me. What y'all thought? I took an Uber? This ain't scripted, this is real life. Would you do it? Could you do this if no one was watching? What if only 23 people were watching? Would you still do it? How about for a whole year? Would you still do it? That's what separates the warriors from the quitters.
that joint lit. That joint banging. You taste every fruit, every vegetable I just put in that joint. Joint tastes great. There goes Ugly Betty. She been parked away for a couple years. I'm saving her. Built her over a period of probably 10, 11 years. It's a tribute to my pop. My pop was really a big role model and influence in my younger years and why I'm the way I am. And he was my best friend when I was younger, you know what I mean? Yeah, my pop had one of these joints back in the day, back in the late 80s, early 90s. He built, you know, one just like this. He passed the other one to me when I was about 15. But unfortunately, because I was young and dumb, I got rid of it. So I bought this one around the time of graduating high school. I had a choice to get a brand new vehicle out the dealer or build my own, and I chose to build my own. Filmmaker gotta love his Pop Dukes.
Taking a little girl for a quick walk. This isn't really film related. However, when you're a filmmaker and you have animals, they become your family. So you always gotta do your best to try to make some time to take them out so they can stretch. You won't come with us on many walks, but every once in a while I'll try to take you on a walk with her, especially when it warms up so you can see this horse run. Because she loves to run. Right, girl?
Alright, out here in Center City, and this is just to give you an example. The skyline would normally be right there. But the clouds and the condensation from the snow covering the whole skyline. Check out Action News. Yeah, now you can see the buildings. You couldn't see them earlier. It's dead out here though. Yeah, she out here busting moves with me too. She enjoying the heat, taking it all in. I'm about to have her on B-cam. You know what I mean? She's like, what you talking about, Willis? There's an actual film movie studio in Philadelphia. It's pretty dope. This would definitely be a dream spot for me. I want that whole chunk. I need that whole corner. Give me that whole block. You heard me? I need all of that. Give me this whole John. I'll be straight. You feel me? Gucci on this John, man. One day. I promise you. Square block, my G. And all of this by 8:19 a.m. Ew. The most entertaining YouTube show in the world. Matter of fact, forget the world. In the universe. My man is plugging up batteries. Say no. This is behind the scenes though, right? This is what goes on behind the scenes. Y'all don't get to see that. This is one of those moments. Oh no, did I do it wrong? It's supposed to be like this. But yeah, I always recommend enough battery power. Make sure you treat yourself to enough batteries. That's an investment you don't want to cheap out on. Worst thing that could happen is you could be at a wedding or doing a very important vlog or something and then your battery dies. It's the worst feeling in the world. Don't miss that special moment. Get enough batteries and make sure you charge them before you shoot.
11 minutes later.
I'm back at the lab. I'm about to log in, edit this music video some before the client comes and takes a look at it later on today. I'll do my best to keep you guys updated later on, either before or after the client comes to screen their product. I always like screenings when dealing with videos, music videos, weddings, any type of video product of that nature, because that allows, you know, the client to make any changes, any suggestions, give any feedback or tweaks. If they like the screen and copy and, you know, they watch it several times and it works for them, then job's done, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's a good opportunity for them to give you their feedback, and their feedback's important because they're the ones paying for it. So if something doesn't work for them, that's their chance to change it. You know what I mean? You want the customer to be happy. Finessing this video before the client comes and takes a look at it later, adding some final details, some touch-ups or whatnot. Coloring, you know, there's no right or wrong when it comes to coloring. It's all based on your preference. However, I do know like some people use plugins or LUTs or filters or things of that nature to achieve a certain color or look. I'm one that I like to use the built-in color tools, the vector scopes, the waveforms and everything, and I shoot the color. So I try to do my best to like pre-light the scene and adjust all the ISO and shutter speed and everything so that when I go and bring it into the software and I color it up, it basically gives me the look that I'm going for. This camera isn't going to do justice, but if I turn off the corrections that I made thus far, you See what I mean? I mean, you can't really tell in detail, but you're gonna have to see the final product to see what it looks like. But yeah, I actually enjoy that process of color correcting and then color grading. Depends if you want to add a color grade. It all varies, depends on the song or video. That's all me. That's all based on preference, you know what I mean? I have my own way of shooting / editing. I kind of shoot to edit, so I have all of that in mind while I'm shooting. I keep all of that in mind, so yeah. A vegan snack, why not? Ritz crackers. Back to the edit. Alright, I'm giving y'all a never before exclusive sneak peek. I really don't show my timelines often, but this is a little freestyle video. This just shows you a little bit more of the edit from a scaled down perspective. Little freestyle video. Stay tuned when it drop. Follow this guy right here. While that's exporting, I figured I'd basically contact a client that's scheduled for an upcoming shoot and figure out how the props and actors for our location or whatnot. I basically just contacted them. Good afternoon, hope all is well. Just doing a follow-up on the props and the actors for our shoot. Let me know at your earliest convenience, thank you. And I'm just doing a follow-up, you know what I mean? Just to make sure everything's going according to plan, because we don't want to wait last minute before our shoot and figure out that something wasn't up to par. So I'm sending that out and I'll wait for his reply. So I had to bust another move, and as you can see, it's still snowing over here and people are having a ball. You see that? They're over there on what? ATVs, four-wheelers. They chilling. I actually just got contacted back by that client I DM'd earlier. When I get back to the lab, I'll touch base and see if I could give you guys an update on that, on the props and the actor situation. Alright, so he said he looked up the jacket, it's about 30 bucks. All his actors are good, and his girl's just waiting on her monthly work schedule so they can figure out when she can take off because she works for a bank. So all's going according to plan. The only way you guys are going to figure out what that project is by subscribing to the channel to stay tuned. This week on The Box. Say no, y'all, I'm just kidding. Let me show you how you could turn something as unappealing as this to this. This joint right here is banging, B. We got gluten-free rotini pasta, raw onions, scallions be popping, tomatoes, spinach, a nice fried mix of red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers, onions, with some garlic garden blend sauce. So I'm about to fuel up before I get back to editing. Hey, it's finna be a party in this joint. I feel like I'm graduating all over again, man. This kind of feel better than graduation though, because this was a commitment that I made to myself. Ain't nobody forced me to do it. This is something that was just a straight, you know, self-building commitment, you know what I mean? I learned a lot, structure. I learned how to keep a routine. I just learned how to be organized in general. Commitment, it taught me commitment. Not only did it teach me that in the cinematography life, filmmaking, but it also kind of taught me some type of commitment in my personal life, and it showed me that anything is possible. The 52-week unboxing series was basically for filmmakers. I wanted to give filmmakers an option to see low budget filmmaking gear for a cheap cost, because most people think that filmmaking gear is super expensive or that you need a lot of money to make movies and things like that. That was my goal, to just provide you an option to get some cool gadgets for an affordable price, you know? So at the beginning, I made a commitment to stick with 52 items for 52 weeks. That meant one item a week for 52 weeks. Due every Sunday at 12 noon. That meant that no matter what happened in my life, I still had to commit and produce one. Meaning, I had to create the soundtrack, I had to write the audio, I had to shoot the episode, we had to order the item, aside from the items that were sponsored, shoot the unboxing, capture the test footage, record the voiceover, mix everything up, and then edit it and get it uploaded by 12 noon, despite what was happening. Now that may seem easy, but you know what they say, easier said than done. I would love to thank my wife because she's been very supportive. You know, she understands my madness and she supports me all the way, keeps me moving, you know, keeps me motivated. And I would like to thank my pop because he indirectly influenced me without even knowing it. Like, this dude created a YouTube account within 2 years, and he's created over 1,200 videos. I mean, roughly. I may be over exaggerating, but I know it's over 1,100 for sure. Over a stack, guaranteed. But like, this dude is probably at 1,200 videos, and he's self-taught. You know what I mean? And he just grabbed it and he ran with it. And there was some days that he was doing 10 uploads, 9 uploads. Like, to me, that's inhuman unless you're a computer. Like, my man got it, and he was doing it. And if you come to my channel for motivation, forget that. Go to his channel, Des, subscribe to his channel, check that stuff out. I mean, he got a bunch of crazy content, but he put in that work, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta respect the shooter. You know, we're about to get down with the last unboxing. It's a little quick behind the scene preach before I actually get down to shooting it. You're gonna have to subscribe, of course, to see the last episode. This is actually gonna be a giveaway item. Whatever's in this box will be given away. So you definitely want to stay tuned and make sure you figure out how you could potentially win whatever's in this box. Stay tuned.